So we're talking about some star ingredients that we use at The Real Greek, and today it's all about vine leaves. So I'm going to be cooking goubebia.
Dolmades.
I'm the one cooking, so we're going to call them goubebia because I'm Cypriot and that's what we call them. And goubebia means little cigar because that's what they're going to end up looking like. And I am lucky enough to have this gorgeous vine here in my garden in London. I'm a little bit late when it comes to harvesting my leaves, so this one would be okay because it's still a little bit soft, but these ones have got too hard and too veiny, so you can't use them anymore. So Tommy,
Yes.
your job is to search out the soft ones.
Perfect.
And pick them for me and bring them in so I can cook.
Okay.
I love it when I get to delegate. Off you go. Out there.
Yep.
I need about 40. So we've talked about how to make goubebia or dolmades with pork mince, Cypriot style, and I'm going to show you how to make some vegan ones. The ones that we have at The Real Greek are vegan, but these are slightly different because I'm adding a bit of sweetness to them too. So I'm going to get Tommy to come and help me.
Yep.
Come on. We're going to dolmadagya.
Yes. You're gonna do it like my mom.
Mine are better than your mother's, and put my ball down now.
Yes, you're gonna do it.
Right, so Tommy is going to chop some herbs for me, and we've got some got some dill here and some fresh mint from the garden. Can you just finely chop those for me? Yes, please. So when you're making the vegan ones, you can do completely plain, which is just with rice, onions, and maybe some dill. That's it. They're just very, very plain ones. Or you can make and they're called the yalaji. Or you can make the ones with some sweetness to them. You can add raisins, you can add pine nuts, or you can do, as I'm going to do today, you can add figs to that. So into my onion, which has been sweated off slowly or not too a high heat because I'm using olive oil, and if you heat up olive oil too much, it loses all its nutritional benefits. So I've sweated those onions off beautifully. They're nice and soft, and I'm going to add, I would say this is about 30 grams of pine nuts into that, like that. And I'm just going to brown the pine nuts off a bit so they can get just a little bit of colour. Tommy, have you done the dill for me? I'm going to throw the herbs in as Tommy chops them. So that's dill, which is, I just love dill. It's got such a lovely flavour to it. Mix that in beautifully. I'm actually going to throw the rice in as well. I'm using pudding rice, so I've got about 30 grams of rice that's going in here. We're not making a big batch, we're making a small batch of yalaji. So that's just browning the rice and coating the rice with all the oil as well and all the flavours that you've got in there. I'm going to add 1 pinch of salt. Even though they're sweet ones, you do need a bit of salt to bring the flavour out. So Tommy, that's beautiful. But I also need you to do another little thing for me as well. Once you've done all the mint, can you chop the figs up? I just need 2 chopped up, and just get rid of when you're chopping figs and you've got dried figs, make sure you get rid of the hard stalk that's at the end there, because some people leave it in and then it hurts your teeth. So make sure you get rid of that. Okay, so I'm going to put the mint in. And as you put every herb in, the kitchen just gets infused with the most amazing aromas, because that smells good. Tommy, does that smell good? No? Thank you. There we go. So you want to just brown it off and cook it off a little bit, because bear in mind you are going to cook the rice in the dolmada separately in a moment. And we talked about vine leaves. The reason that vine leaves are so amazing is that firstly they're little carriers for whatever ingredients you want to put in them. So they're like little parcels, but they are the most nutritional parcels you'll ever get. They are high in fibre, and there are nutrients in the vine leaf that are incredibly good for your vascular system. They help venous flow, and it's been known that people take things like vine leaf extract capsules in order to help their blood circulation, and they're full of polyphenols, which is the green stuff in food that's really, really good for you. So instead of going and buying from the pharmacist capsules that have gone through a whole process, why not thinking about coming into the Real Greek, having some dolmades, and you'll be doing a circulatory system a favour. That's cool. Bravo. Can you throw those in for me, Tommy?
Yes. More of this?
Let's have a look. The thing about cooking Greek style is a lot of it is abodomadi, which means from the eye. And it was so difficult when I was trying to write recipes for books and things. When I was getting recipes from my grandmother and my aunts and my mother, they would say things, Boss Fernade, how does it look? So I'm looking at this here, and it looks like it needs another fig.
Yes.
So, but when you're writing a recipe, you can't write, have a look, see what you think. You know, people want direct instructions. So it was a real labour of love to get that done. Or they'd say things like, you'd say, how much water should I add? And they'd say, osso sigosi, however much it can take. Well, tell me an ingredient, 200 millilitres, 150 millilitres, is quite interesting. So thank goodness now we've got lots of really good cookery books out, and we have the Real Greek cookery book. So if you love the recipes that and the food that you eat at the Real Greek, you can just get the cookbook and replicate them at home yourself, or do as I do, go to the Real Greek and eat it there, get somebody else to cook it for you. It's always so much easier. So I think that looks quite good. You're gonna got one more? Yeah, might as well put it in, because it depends on how sweet you like it.
I like it.
I like it sweet. So throw those in. And as with all dolmada mixtures, because you're cooking things off, you do need to let them just cool slightly, otherwise you'll get burnt fingers when you're rolling them. So I'm going to switch the heat off and set up a little station here to roll these yalaji or vegan style dolmades. So you take your vine leaf and you make sure that it's vein up. Add a small tablespoon or a teaspoon of the mixture to the middle, and then you're just going to roll over the top, then you tuck in the sides, and you just keep rolling till it's a nice, neat little parcel that looks just like that. As with the other dolmades, you want to tightly pack them into a saucepan. You want to add around 150 to 200 millilitres of water, literally, so it's just to the top of the pan. Then cover and weight it with a saucer and put that in the oven or on the stove top and cook slowly on a medium heat for around 40 minutes.